You stand here, the clock ticking into another year, another moment where you tell yourself, this time will be different. But let's cut through the lies. It's been new year, same you for far too long. The same excuses, the same half-ass effort. The same self-pity that has you running back to the comfort zone every time the road gets rough. You tell yourself, this is my year. But when it comes time to bleed, to sweat, to sacrifice, you back down. You hit snooze on the alarm. Not just on your phone, but on your damn life. Let me tell you something. The calendar doesn't change you. A resolution won't save you. You think flipping a page or watching a ball drop means you're reborn. You've got to earn that new version of yourself. Painfully. Relentlessly. No one's coming to rescue you. No one's handing you transformation. Here's the truth. The real you is waiting in the fire. That fire is suffering. It's discipline. It's doing the things that nobody else sees. When nobody's cheering. When you feel like you've got nothing left. It's doing the reps when your muscles scream. It's running the miles when your legs are done. It's facing every single fear you've buried deep because you're afraid of what it'll take to kill the weakness inside you. If you want a new you, stop talking about it. Stop dreaming about it. Start living in the grind. Start owning your failures instead of blaming the world. Every single day of this year, you'll have two choices. Stay the same or suffer to become better. Every second matters. Every decision counts. And if you don't fight for it, don't expect anything to change. When December comes around again, you'll either stand as the same person you've always been, or as someone who stared into the abyss and didn't blink. Someone who forged their soul in the flames of discipline and pain. So ask yourself, what's it going to be this time? Don't just tell me it's a new year. Prove to yourself it's a new you. Stop waiting for motivation to show up, like it's some kind of magical gift. Motivation is weak. It's fleeting. It vanishes. The second things get hard. What you need is obsession. Ruthless obsession. You wake up and your goal is the first thing on your mind. You go to sleep and it haunts your dreams because you know what's at stake. Every single day you've got to wake up and decide, am I going to conquer myself? Or am I going to let this version of me keep running the show? The weak you, the lazy you, the one who's been dragging your life through mediocrity year after year. That version of you, kill it. And don't think for a second that this is about feeling good. Change isn't supposed to feel good. Growth is ugly. It's painful. It's crawling through the mud with every part of your body screaming for you to stop. It's loneliness because no one else understands why you push so hard. But here's the thing. The pain, the grind, the sacrifice. It's not punishment. It's the path to freedom. You think freedom is comfort. Freedom is earned. Freedom is waking up and knowing you have full control over your body, your mind, and your choices because you put in the work every damn day. No shortcuts, no excuses, just relentless, brutal effort. So when the rest of the world is still hungover from their New Year's parties, you're up, you're sweating, you're grinding. When they're making excuses about why they couldn't stick to their resolutions, you're already 10 steps ahead because you didn't wait for January 1st to start. You didn't wait for the perfect moment. You made it happen. This year isn't just another shot at redemption. It's war. It's you against the version of yourself that's been holding you back your entire life. And the only way you win is if you wake up every single day ready to fight, ready to bleed, ready to suffer for the life you said you wanted. So stop lying to yourself. Stop waiting for the universe to hand you the keys. You've had them all along, but you've been too scared to turn the lock. Well, now's the time. Smash the damn door down if you have to. New year, new you. Number new year. Relentless you. Unstoppable you. A savage who doesn't quit, doesn't falter, doesn't make excuses. This is your time. Burn the old version of yourself to ashes and rise. And here's the thing you need to understand. Nobody cares about your journey. Nobody cares how hard it gets for you. The world isn't going to pause and feel sorry for you. Life's still going to throw punches, harder ones this time, because it knows you're trying to level up. That's what most people can't handle. They think the struggle is some kind of sign to stop, but it's the exact opposite. The struggle is the sign that you're in the right place. That's where growth happens. Pain is the price of admission for greatness. Every rep, every mile, every moment you want to quit, that's the toll you pay to get to the other side. And let me tell you something. Most people will never pay it. They'll stand there at the gate, looking for a discount, hoping there's a shortcut. There's not. There never will be. And if you think you can coast through this year with the same weak mentality, thinking life will cut you some slack, you've already lost. You need to get ruthless. Ruthless with your discipline. Ruthless with your focus. Ruthless with yourself. Stop letting yourself off the hook. When that alarm goes off, you don't negotiate with it. You don't argue with the voice in your head that says, 5 more minutes. You get up. You move. You act. Because every time you give in, you're training yourself to quit. You're teaching yourself that it's okay to take the easy way out. But every time you push through, every time you do the thing you don't want to do, you're building armor. You're sharpening the weapon that is you. And when life throws its hardest punches, you're ready. Not because you're lucky, not because you're special, but because you've prepared for it every single day. And don't think for a second that this ends when you hit your goal. Goals are milestones, not finish lines. You climb one mountain, you look for the next. Why? Because the grind is who you are. It's not something you do for a season. It's not something you do for a resolution. It's your identity. You're not chasing some temporary high. You're building a legacy. So when you're staring at yourself in the mirror, asking, can I really do this? Remember, the answer is yes, but only if you're willing to do what others won't. Only if you're willing to step into the pain, the discomfort, and the unknown, and stay there until you forge something unbreakable. This year isn't just about change. It's about transformation. It's about turning yourself into something you can be proud of. Not because someone else told you, but because you know you've given everything. No regrets, no excuses, just results. So ask yourself one last time, are you ready to stop being the same you? If the answer is yes, then it's time to act like it. It's time to burn your past, destroy your comfort zone, and show the world and yourself exactly what you're made of. This is your year. Make them remember it. Now go to war.